Hello everyone, I am Walt, and here we are beginning unit number 13's material. So, unit number 13 is about internet addiction. Okay, internet addiction. So yeah, internet addiction. Okay, let's dive on into that topic. What is it all about? Where do we begin on this? Well, a lot of people, when they hear about, psychological effects of the internet kind of class, they initially seem to think, okay, well, this class has to be something that's all going to be about, internet addiction and internet problems and how people can have their lives ruined by the internet and stuff like that. Well, I'm here to tell you with the beginning of Unit 13, Unit 13 Part 1, no, that's not actually the case, okay? It doesn't actually work like that when it comes to, what's called internet addiction technology and stuff. And as we've discussed time and time again for the material I'm covering in this class, a bunch of the times people have new technology, they say it's never going to catch on, and then after it catches on, they're like, oh, this thing is bad, it's terrible, it causes crime and problems, and after that they say it's addictive, and then after like another 30 years, they're like, okay, that's all fine. And then they're worried, 20 years later why people don't do it anymore. They're like, no, that should have still be going on. What about the good old days when people did this behavior that back then everybody was told not to do? Okay, anyway, it's a funny pattern there, but you have to realize when you think of internet addiction, smartphone addiction and stuff, it's usually going to be based out of that same frame of reference of the fact that people have done this kind of scam over and over again. With new technology, it's a problem. Everybody be afraid. We've got trouble, kind of thing. When actually, no, we don't. It's not actually as big a deal as people are making out of it, and actually a lot of these things are positive, but they're saying they're negative. So, realize that one to begin with. Besides that, what else is there really to say about internet addiction? Well, if we go back and seeing, people say, oh, but addiction's real, like a drug addiction, alcohol addiction, these kind of things. Real addictions, what about things that happen on the internet? People have all these different addictions, so how can you claim that that's not the case, right? I mean, come on. What about like internet gambling addiction? All those people who lose their shirts in Bitcoin casinos and places like that, huh? Lose all their money in online poker. What about all those people, huh? How can you say that's not a real addiction? What about internet shopping addiction, internet porn addiction, all these kind of things like that, What's to say that those aren't all addictions here? Isn't the internet the thing that's creating that? Therefore, internet addiction, huh? What's to say these aren't like, drugs, huh? Well, the answer is the fact that all those things are more related to, their own sectors. The people who are addicted to things like internet gambling are likely just addicted to gambling here, and they're using the internet as a medium through which to pursue their gambling addiction. So I'm not saying addiction isn't real, because addiction is real. We all know that this is a huge problem, particularly with the opioid crisis and all that kind of stuff. So we know that addiction is real. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying internet addiction is not one of those things that seems like it's going to be a thing. Now, we don't have enough evidence to say for sure, no, internet cannot be addictive under any circumstances, but the thing is, it's a medium for addiction, for the addictions shown there that I just explained there. People who would be, as I was just explaining, gambling addicts can use the internet to use, basically to gamble. And of course, people who are addicted to things like online shopping likely would be addicted to normal shopping. So a lot of the things that they've said are the big, terrible things of the internet and the internet addiction. Really, no, they're not. They're just simply addictions you can use the internet as a medium to pursue. And yeah, that's about it for the first part of unit number 13. So, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you guys next time with our next video. Stay tuned. I'll see you then.